everyone, this is P4L coming to you with another upgrade kit from my good friend Paul5409 on the TFW 2005 forums. I previously showed off some upgrade kits that he did for Quakewave, and now I'm actually going to show you some upgrades that he has out for Quakeblast. So there's actually a kit that we're showing off here. So this is actually going to be a two-part review. One is going to be this kit here. It's a 4-piece kit that includes these things that you're going to see here, and we're going to go over, which includes a new LED here for the arm, the cannon arm. There's another LED for the chest, as well as a chest piece here, which goes through and makes it more of a pink color as opposed to the orange color that comes originally. Same thing with the cannon, was originally orange. And then the eye, which has a flat LED and is painted to be a much more, I think, show accurate looking eye, and not as kind of a bright yellow clear kind of LED that we'll show off a little bit later. The other thing is an upgrade kit for the hose, which a lot of people, myself included, have complained about being a pain in the butt to get in. I do like the look of the Quakeblast hose, but if you want something more in line with the show and the toy, kind of a smoother hose, you do get one of those as well. This is kind of a longer hose option. This is a shorter hose option. So yeah, that's the 4-piece kit. To show what it all looks like in comparison with the original Quakeblast, I'll bring out mine in a second. So bringing out my stock Quakeblast, here are the differences. So you can see, first of all, from the eye, this one's much more orange looking than this one, which is kind of a muted yellow. This is with it off. Oh, come on. And this is with this one off. This one is kind of a translucent yellow and is round, like a normal LED. This one is actually flat. And this is very similar to the kit that I reviewed previously for Quakewave. I think this one just looks much nicer than this really bright orangey colored one. Same thing with the chest. The default chest has an orange LED, which I don't think make much sense. They basically just put orange LEDs everywhere, and I think just to save money, but it doesn't really make sense to me. His chest was never, I don't believe, orange in color. Same thing with the blaster. Orange blaster here, pink blaster here. And even the insert really makes it kind of a cloudy look to it, which I think is much better than this. While it's still translucent, this one is more clear, and you can see the LED very clearly. This one diffuses the light into a nice pink color, which I think is much, much nicer. Alright, so for installation, I'm not going to go into all the details because this one's pretty self-explanatory. You just open this up and you install the LED. Same thing for the head. Very simple. If you have issues, you can go ahead and look at my Quakewave upgrade kit that installation instructions that I did for Paul5409's kit. It's the same exact process basically. But for the chest, it is a little bit different because they didn't have this before. You open this up and there's 6 screws here. You only need to worry about these 4. Let's see, we're trying to get the light here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a small Phillips head. Go ahead and unscrew those. You don't have to worry about those 2. Those are just for the battery compartment. Once you have it open, you'll reveal the new LED that Quakeblast comes with. And it's just positioned in here. It's soldered on these 2 sections and just held into place really by friction of these wires. So just desolder that, or just clip it if you want, and then solder on the new LED, the pink LED, and you're good to go. That's all you really need to worry about. If you want to secure it, you can put a dab of hot glue or something like that in there. So that's the easy part. The other part I wanted to show off is this part. So the diffuser needs to go in here. You just need 2 more screws undone. One here and on this side. And this comes apart into 3 sections. 3 pieces, I guess you can call it. It's this silver part, which kind of is reflective, so that it shines some of the LED forward towards the user. Then it comes into these two purple or pink translucent pieces. So there's two ways you can use the diffuser. So the diffuser is just this kind of pink plastic piece. You can either put it here between the two plastic pieces. What this will do is create a very smooth surface. So if you wanted just to have none of the detail showing through, if you didn't like all this molded detail showing through the chest, you can put it in like that and it will diffuse just kind of a clean view. If you want to do it so that you can still see the molded detail, put those two pieces together, then install the diffuser like this. There is specific orientation, so just make sure you're doing that correctly. They should line up. If you have it flipped, one piece flipped inside out or upside down, that is, then it's not going to install correctly. Same thing with this piece. And then you install this final piece to sandwich that in, and then you reinstall as normal. It's still pink because of the diffuser and the plastic, but it's more, I don't know, it's more, I don't even know what to call it. It does definitely still have the look of orange through the chest. So if you want to do that and you don't want to mess with soldering, you still have that option. You still get this nice pink look because of the diffuser itself, but it's better if you go ahead and install the other LED. Oh, the hose installation is very basic. You just plug it in. This is a nice smooth hose as opposed to the kind of braided hose from the default Quakewave, as you can see here. Nice and smooth. This one is a rubbery plastic that is segmented. I do like that, but it is less, I guess, G1 accurate. And to install, it is just done with friction. You don't need a gasket like you did with Quakewave. Just plug that in, and you can plug it into the front if that's the way you want to do it. Or if you want to plug it into the back, you can do that as well. And I think he said it comes with like, he provides like 18 inches of hose so that you can cut two segments. You can cut a longer one and a shorter one, depending on what you'd like, so you have both. The other thing I wanted to show off, which is a little bit harder to actually show, is that he has a new module for his fist, and it has again another pink LED. You can probably opt for another color, but it's in this kind of really nice styrene enclosure with a battery here and a nice little switch. And what this does is light up the clear fist. And again, because my lights are pretty bright, you're probably not going to be able to see it here really quickly. Let's see. Yeah, even with the lights off, it's going to be very hard to see. Let's see if I can boost up the ISO a bit. Yeah, it basically just lights up the clear fist. And this is a pretty interesting mod. I don't know that a lot of people will find this all that useful, but it is an option. Some people, oops, sorry about that. Some people like the idea of being able to make use of this clear hand. I don't think there's enough. I think he told me there's not enough room, or he's experimenting whether he can do the same thing for Quakewave, or whether there may not be enough room in the arm cavity for that. But this is a really fun little mod. This is separate from the 4-piece kit that I showed off earlier. But yeah, that's it for the quick review of this upgrade kit for Cloud9's Quakeblast. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. As always, I'll try to get to that as soon as possible. That's all for today, everyone. Have a good one.